All right, ladies and gentlemen, Fabs in the house, and welcome back to the channel. Today, got something pretty cool. Right over here, got a nice Walter Randolph Bladeworks Mini Chaos, and I'm just gonna check it out real quick. But you can check out fablades.com in the meanwhile, and check out the comment sections. Check out that. Subscribe button and see what's going on. So that's the certificate of authenticity. It tells you what materials, the date, and everything. And it comes in this kind of like not padded, but it's like very soft, like a towel could be pouch, which is folding and has a nice logo going on over there, and inside you get this beauty of a knife. Overall length of this fella is what is this, 8.5 centimeters for the blade and 10.5 for the handle. Overall it's going to be 18.5. Let me check. I want to see, where is it here? I want to check the weight right away because sometimes I forget about checking this, and this is very nice in the pocket. It's going to be 106 gram or 3.75 ounces for this fella. So how this guy is doing compared to the small Sebenza, for example, and the large Sebenza 21? There you go. It's right in between, which is usually a very good sign for a size of a knife. Another couple here I want to show you. Got a mini quantum and I got a quantum, so like full-size knife, and the mini quantum is bigger than that. So there you go. Look at this, and just another couple right over here because yeah, these are pretty nice. Spectre and haptic in the mix. Both are. I mean, the haptic is kind of actually a little bit smaller. So there you have it, a little bit bigger than the haptic, not by much, but definitely smaller than the Spectre. Anyways, here we get this Mini Chaos from Walter Randolph Bladeworks, made in US. This is a very expensive knife. I believe table for these was $2,200. So yeah, not cheap. Definitely, the secondary market is higher than that. So definitely, it's gonna be an expensive purchase for sure, but it's really, really one of the nicest custom that I've tried because of many reasons. So first of all, the look is very good. I love these lines. It's very well thought. Look at how much blade is being packed in this small handle. It's pretty nice. It's really good looking. There's very few things except the price that I'm not a fan of. Holes in the blade, yeah, I'm not a fan of holes, but in this case it's subtle. It's I can take this. It's acceptable. I kind of like it, this little accent right over here. The scales are titanium. This is titanium frame lock, contoured, as you can see, very nicely. Super smooth angles. Nothing is sharp. It is, I mean, this part of the knife is so good, like follows perfectly the contouring of the handle. You get some black Damascus accent for the pivot collars, for the pocket clip with my fingerprints on it, and for the backspacer where you can see the sections and all those layers going on. Here you see the effect of the layer just being ground and contoured, so to reveal all the zirc and the titanium and all that jazz. So it's a very interesting handle, super well contoured, sandblasted. There's no skeletonization on the inside, no chamfering on the inside as well. You get a little bit of lock bar access right over here, not jimped, but there's a little bit of a grind area to increase a little bit the real estate for your thumb to disengage the lock bar, so no issues whatsoever. Zirc pivot right there, very nice, with a T10, I believe it, I forgot, and just tie hardware for the body, which just gets screwed in right into the frame. So that's clean. It keeps like a clean look, but I'm always preferring something else, but it's fine. I mean, not a biggie. It's gonna be absolutely fine. The pocket clip is it's nicely designed. It's a little bit sits a little bit taller than the scale, as you can see. And I'm really not a fan of these two pillars right over there. It's okay, but I would have preferred something, you know, like a monoblock with the hidden hardware, because it gets like a little bit busy on this area. But still, it's nothing to be worried about. The two screws are sticking out on the pocket clip, but they are flush on the handle, so check that out. I love this area here. The lock bar cut out, done like in this fashion, is so nice. I love it. It's really good, really well thought, well designed, and it's effective. I mean, it works well. You do not have a stainless steel lock face insert. As you can see, geometry is pretty good. There's no lock stick, but there's also no over travel lock bar stabilizer, which maybe the pocket clip might help a little bit in keeping this guy from being overextended on that way. So just don't do it, right? So the handle, I mean, is very nice. The back spacer is a floating back spacer with these 4 washers, making this like floating effect, so you can see through. So that's pretty cool, obviously. From the inside, you can also appreciate those layers very nicely. Same as in the pivot collar, so that's pretty cool. You have a little detail right over here on the back spacer. You see, it just goes down, dips down a little bit. Nice touch. At the end of the blade, right over here, you see that that's not sharpened because this thing is exposed a little bit. I mean, you cannot, I mean, it's not dangerous, but as you can see, it's not sharpened to the end. Tip of the blade is perfectly centered. Would you look at this? And safely recessed. Nothing is going to be able to get snagged there. The Zirk thumb studs are a little bit on the sharp side, but it's fine. I mean, nothing too crazy. They work very well, like with the thumb. Oops, almost. And with the reverse flick, I prefer the thumb. I mean, it's just like faster. Yeah, this guy is running on IKBS bearings, so they are loose bearings on just a track, so it's gonna take a little bit of patience when you disassemble this fella. So you can also check my maintenance video and see if you are curious to see what this guy looks on the inside. It's very simple but very nice. You get you see the stop pin right there, and the blade that just wraps around that and keeps this look right there so clean. There's a detent ball ramp right over here. Maybe you can see that. So there's not really like any hard step going on. So it's beautifully done. Perfectly centered. It's very nice, guys. The blade is, look at this design, hand grab satin. This is Magna Cut. You get a nice swedge. You do not have any jimping going on anywhere. It's I would have liked a little bit. It's a little bit slippery, but this groove over here is just locking your hand, so the grip is very good. Even if the handle is a little bit small, the grip is really good in this finger groove. That's so good. A little bit of jimping would have wouldn't have hurt, I think, but still clean lines, definitely. Almost sterile looking blade. You get right over here the Walter Randolph logo, very finely engraved and clean, sterile blade on the back. So let's check actually the thickness. Right over here, 3.6 millimeters. Let's say at this point right over here, you got, ooh, look at that, 0.2. So that's very nice and thin behind the edge. It's a flat grind. You have a very cool plunge grind right going on right there. The swedge, guys, look at that, boom, to the tip. So good. Magna Cut, we said, and what else we can say about this beauty? I mean, it's pretty solid in the hand, guys. It's a small knife, but feels very robust, very solid. The sound is clacky and tinky. Clack, very quiet in the closing, kind of loud when opening. Gorgeous action on IKBS. So this guy has this action that you see, just like that, it's not gonna do anything. You just do a little thing and it's gone. So it's fantastic. So hold it like that, like this. I'm not pressing on anything on the lock bar, but just a little thing is just enough to get this guy closed. Or like just a little gentle, and it's just gonna go. So it stays, hangs, and boom goes. So good, guys, really good action. After a nice cleanup, a little bit of nano oil, this guy is rock and rolling. I love how snappy it is. The detent is pretty good. This is a very fidgety one. So fast, and like still, just a gentle nudge is just gonna make you happy. Very fidgety, very nice to play with, and look at this, the reverse flick just flies open. So great action. The sound is nice too. I mean, nothing like too unique, too like, you know, something I would write home about, but it's good, it's pleasant, it's snappy, and very, very quiet in the closing. So in the hand also feels so good. I don't really feel any hot spots. The only thing is just a little small for my hands, but it's a pretty good EDC size. You can toss this in the pocket and you're gonna be pretty happy because of the weight and the size, the form factor. This is, yeah, very good. Very good knife. You see the tip gets to this point, so it's not too tall. I mean, it's a tall blade, but the tip is not too accentuated on this side. And I mean, it's a very, very solid knife. Great look, great feel, great action. Bad price, I say. I mean, the quality is there. Of course, it's one of the best custom knives that I have tried, but still, the price, I believe it's a little bit too much for my liking personally. It's just something that you know, you can't really do much about it. This hole is probably not my favorite. The pillars also not my favorite design, but overall it works. It's so snappy. They're pretty rare. You can't get these guys like any other day, but it's very, very close to the perfect knife, guys. So there you have it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned.